DPR Ian. If I remember correctly, I've seen 2 DPR videos. The first one, which completely blew my friggin' mind, was Kiss Me and Neon. And I don't know if that was a blend of 2 songs or whatever, but that was the first one. Completely blew my mind. The second one was called Taxi Cab, I think, but I don't know if that was DPR Ian or DPR Live. I honestly don't know the difference between all of them yet, but this is DPR Ian, Peanut Butter and Tears. Here we go. Oh, that was DPR Live. That was Neon and Kiss Me. All right. Let's see. See what we get here.
One to the left, one to the right, and one in the middle.
Ooh. What the hell? Holy shit. Yo, this is like some Donnie Darko stuff.
Immediately, something felt different.
Ooh, boy.
And a lot more terrifying.
That my tooth's been wiggling for you. Like peanut butter and your teeth. Oh, on the sideways. I can't control all of my. It's 5 a.m. and I have to go. The wind is tearing up my eyes. So dead, I think they're seeing through my disguise. They know where I get so friendly with strangers.
Okay, there's a lot of WTF going on right now. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of Wednesday, Thursday, Friday happening for me. There's a lot that I like. There's a lot of questions I got. My first concern, and I will say I'm very proud that they did this.
Friends tell me I look so dead. I think they're seeing through my disguise. They know where
right here. You see the green screen guy. He's got the blanket over his lap. Do you know why? Because this would be a very adult-rated video if they had not had that blanket over that green screen guy.
I get so friendly with strangers. I get so lost in my.
Damn, this is pretty crazy.
My tooth's been wiggling for you. Like peanut butter and your teeth. Oh, on the sideways.
This is pretty wild. I dig this. I can't tell you why I dig this yet, but I dig this. Yeah, that makes sense. Hold on. Okay.
Never been so better. That's the way my better. Look at me in my
That that vocal work is impressive. Wow, that's great. Okay, so here's an important note. He suffers from bipolar disorder, so his music and visuals deal a lot with his mental health. Well, that changes things, doesn't it? Like, I was impressed by just the fact that it was just so wild. Like, there's a lot of heavy hits in here, visually speaking, audibly speaking, that are really, really impressive. Like, this shot really kind of like make me go, oh, wow. We go from this to this. This grabbed me even before I knew about the bipolar disorder. That's a hell of a bit of symbolism here. Because think about this. Think about the symbolism. This is something that I haven't been doing lately, and I'm going to do it because, one, I enjoy it, and two, I think that it matters to the artist. I think. How we interpret their art, I think, is also part of the equation that we forget about. Well, I can't say we forget about. I think it's important to the artist in their own ways. They're doing their music sometimes for themselves, sometimes for the audience. Sometimes it's for like, hey, I wrote it this way. This is for me. But if you get a different message out of it and it means something to you, like, that's important too. I think that's crucial. The green screen guy. Think about the behind the scenes of the TV shows and movies that you've watched. You know how the green screen guy works. If the guy is dressed in green, they do some production that's on a green screen. You can never actually see the green screen guy, but they move things around. They do things. It's a very important role. The fact that they use a green screen guy here, think about that. In reality, you can't see them, but they are working. They are doing things. They are changing things. That's pretty brilliant. Wow.
Lost in my color, terribly so tired, and my tooth's been wiggling for you.
Wow, what a transition. Look at that. Well, first of all, look at that. I don't know why he doesn't have his shirt off for the entire thing. I would never be clothed. I would be shirtless on the phone.
My tooth's been wiggling.
Wow, look at that. What a great shot. We got a little smoke grenade. I have to assume, based on this note about the bipolar, that a lot of this is representative of like how he feels, what his manic phases look like for him, what his depressive phases look like. This is really brilliant. I mean, like, can we assume that he uses this as a means to not only cope, but express kind of what he goes through? Like, this screams mania to me. 100% mania.
Look at me in my leather undress. Something greater. Never been so better. That's the way my better.
And these characters are really interesting. Even before that note, this is really enthralling to me.
Look at me in my leather.
Like, I don't think there's necessarily a level of like like schizophrenia, like schizotypal, multiple personality disorder. I mean, I don't know anything about that for him per se. But like, are these stages, are these phases, are they different like emotive roller coasters that he experiences? Schizoaffective. That's what I was thinking. Thank you, Moo. Schizoaffective disorder. Ooh. This transition, yo, this is a heavy hit. Think about all the chaos that we just went through in this music video. Okay? How it felt, what that mania felt like. And then when the reality sinks and you come out of that manic phase. Oof. And look at how like desaturated everything, how gray. I mean, it's a little bit green and blue, but it is not this, right? To go from that to go to this. Oof. That's brutal. Wow. And another note is that, and I'm assuming, like, okay, is this guy Ian? I mean, is that his name? Or is this somebody else? Like, what is this person's name? Because the note says he also writes and directs and produces the music videos himself for the entire DPR group. So this is Ian. Okay. He's the head of DPR. It's his label. That's so impressive. What a brilliant video. That's powerful. Man, the dragons, the lightning, the scenes, the colors, the CGI. Don't tell me there's no green screen. I will slap you in the tooth. Ain't nothing wrong with green screen. It's a tool. Beautiful. Look at that. I mean, even down to the outfit. The vocals are amazing. The reverb at the right points. This is beautiful. I loved this. This was very Kiss Me and Neon. The same way that just like completely blew my mind. I feel the same way about this. And I was impressed by it, and I felt like it was saying a lot that I couldn't quite articulate. But now understanding that Ian suffers from bipolar disorder, yo, that's a heavy hit. I can't quite articulate the explanation of the peanut butter and tears, but I don't know if I necessarily need to. This is pretty magnificent. Wow. That's badass. Now, one of these days I will understand the difference between DPR Ian and DPR Live. And I think there's others. There's other DPR segments, subunits. I don't know. Maybe the peanut butter and tears is just a nonsensical mesh. Like, it's not supposed to make sense. which would make sense to this video. Kind of want to see how it started again, because we had the closure at the end where he snaps out of it, but how did we get into it?
One to the left, one to the right, and one in the middle.
Wow.
Immediately, something felt
Different.
and a lot more.
Wow. Something felt different and a lot more.
Terrifying. A lot more.
DPR visuals and Ian.
Terrifying.
That my tooth's been wiggling for you.
Wow.
Walking up.
Magnificent. Magnificent. Whoever it was that recommended this or requested this through Discord, thank you. I could not be more impressed with DPR.